It's great to focus on your long-term goals.
Yeah.
But if you don't focus on the little stuff in the short term, will you ever reach your long-term goal?
So the question is, if you focus on the small stuff in the short term, will you ever reach your long term? Okay.
If you don't focus on the small stuff.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So if you just keep thinking about the vision.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'll give you an analogy to answer this question. Whoever it is, God bless your soul. Imagine you start driving from wherever you are to like a city that's about an hour away from you. If I just told you, listen, I just want you to go east. Just drive east. Don't worry about the road, just drive. You might hit some buildings, trees along the way, it doesn't matter. Don't look at every turn or anything at the stoplight, just drive east. The city is east. You will eventually get there, alive hopefully. But if you don't focus on the small little things that you must do today, right now, or tomorrow, that's like neglecting the turns of intersections and stop signs and having to pass along the way and gas stations and other pedestrians and cars. So yeah, don't be impractical. Have a long-term vision. You got to know where you're ending up because that's the motivation. But if you don't know which turn to make, you might never get there. I'll give you a great example, okay? Let me talk about motivation for a second, because the long-term goal gives you motivation, short-term goal gives you practicality. You need both, okay? So yes, you will not get there if you don't focus on the short-term things, but there's no short-term or long-term. Stop thinking this way. You just have a life. It's right now and not right now. That's the only thing that exists. It's right now, what am I doing? And then there's not right now. Tomorrow, the day after, that's all an illusion anyways. It's like, so what am I going to be doing right now, 24 hours from right now, That'll be right now then. You guys in a trance yet? Good. Let me give you an example. Imagine you're in a car. And you're in a car with like 5 friends. It's a car that only fits 4 people. You're smushed in the back. The 2 people next to you smell like BO. Just imagine for a second. It's hot in the car. You're driving from like Toronto to Calgary. That's like a 2-day drive. 2-day drive. So imagine wherever you're at, you're driving 2 days away. And on the way there, going there is like some entertaining show. It's like a concert. But you don't even know like who's playing or the band. You're like, yeah, whatever, if I get there, whatever. And you're hating every moment of it. When you look out the window, it's terrible outside. The view's terrible. The people smell. The music in the car is terrible. You're feeling uncomfortable. Like, I got to drive for 2 more days like this? Now change the narrative a little bit. What if at this concert is your favorite artist or band and you have been waiting your whole life to see them? Something suddenly happens. That smell smells great. The heat is not that hot. The discomfort in the back, you could just deal with it. It's just 2 days. Look at what motivation does to you. When you're long term, when you know what's at the end of your road is exciting, then you don't care how many turns and twists and naps and smelly things you're going to have to go through, because you're excited to get where you're going to go. In fact, the whole journey becomes a memory. You love every second of it. So are you getting this, guys? Yes, you need the long-term vision. You need to know where you're going. In fact, if you don't, the small steps mean nothing. But if you just have a vision and you never think about what do I do right now, you become a dreamer. And listen to me right now. Dreaming is good, but I'm going to add a word before the word dreamer. Practical. This world is made up of practical dreamers. Or the kind of Apple technology we have today, and I'm an Apple fan, but I'm just a technology fan, so for my PC friends, yeah, don't fight me. I love all of them. I love technology. Let's just do things. We would not have these things if Bill Gates or Steve Jobs did not dream and back it with practicality. Like, you wouldn't be able to watch me today if Thomas Edison didn't dream, or it wasn't Thomas Edison, it was Marconi, didn't dream about sending messages through the air in the 1800s. Was it 1900s? Radio came out in the 1900s? I think so. No,
I think it's before that.
Yeah, it might be 1800s. I don't know how to say his first name. It's like Gugliano or something. Marconi. I just read about him. So his last name is Marconi. He invented the radio. If he did not dream of sending messages through the air, we would not have radio today, which turned into all the different waves of sound we get through the air. But he had to back up practicality. And by the way, for your information, his friends actually submitted him into a psychological hospital because they were saying he's talking about sending like mail, but without mail, through the air. So, you know, your friends aren't really your friends. Let's just make that clear if they can't see what you see. Okay. So yeah, you have to back it with small steps. Does that answer your question? Like, that's like I said, that's like saying not knowing where to turn. That was a great metaphor.